Black women, I am doing this one special video at the request of one of my subscribers, one of my supporters. It's a shout out to you. It goes to One-Sided Loyalty is for Suckas. And she wanted me to read a Facebook post that talks about a woman who desperately tried to get her daughter back after being suckered into, brainwashed into the Black Hebrew Israelite polygamy cult. And I wanted to do a little research on the Black Hebrew Israelites, and I wanted to kind of go deeper into this. And I'm going to go ahead and read the post. It's very short. And then I'm going to go into this pretty raw. So here we go. It's a Facebook post that was posted by a woman that goes by the name Shaquala Taylor. It was posted June 4th at 7:29 p.m. And it starts off like this. On April 2nd, 2019, I was awakened out of my sleep by a phone call from my youngest daughter's best friend, mother. She was reaching out to inform me that my daughter, who had just turned 18 that day, was planning to leave home with a 26-year-old man from California, would be my state. He had been secretly talking to her online and grooming my daughter to leave on her 18th birthday. This was a complete shock to me. She was a good student with good grades, well-liked by teachers and classmates alike, a published author, involved in book club, had a part-time job, and she was preparing to graduate from high school in 6 weeks. As far as I know, as far as I was aware, her only dream was to pursue becoming a veterinarian after graduation. Immediately, I went and spoke with her, and she reassured me that the situation wasn't as it seemed. I left her alone about the situation. Unbeknownst to me, on April 14, 2019, he drove from California to Texas. That's interesting. My father is from Texas. And picked her up from work. He told her that she didn't need a high school diploma where she was going. He also demanded she leave any and all electronic devices so that her location couldn't be found. She still took her iPad because she's a writer, and it's all of her writings downloaded to it. I was extremely distraught because she left as though she was going to her part-time job, and she never returned home. I was able to locate and reach out to his mother, Carla Wright from St. Louis. I'm gonna have Carla Wright. I'm gonna have her Facebook and her coffee, her slice.com website links at the bottom of this video, Black women. Okay. All right, so here I go again. I was able to locate and reach out to his mother, Carla Wright from St. Louis, and but if you search, she has several Facebook pages. Okay, that was in parentheses with the other two links to see if she could assist me with getting my daughter back, or at least some form of communication. Now, I want you to pay attention to this, Black women. It goes on to say this. She, meaning the man's mother, Carla Wright from St. Louis, she is very active in St. Louis. She's very active in St. Louis, has ran for office. So she's in politics, and is an activist for the plight against missing women and children. Sex trafficking. Wow. I just knew that she would be a great asset. She was a very little assistance, and definitely being passive-aggressive in defense of her son, who probably most likely brainwashed her. But I digress. Her sentiments were that my daughter was 18 and legal. You could tell this was rehearsed and not the first time she had a conversation with a parent in defense of her son. So, black women, I'm going to stop right there. It seems to me that even the mother was brainwashed, along with the girl that was brainwashed into going off with this man. I'm going to get into how the Black Hebrew Israelites and how they manipulate women. But let me go ahead and finish this post. While legally she is correct, if you are a parent, you understand that your newly 18-year-old daughter is in no way prepared for what awaits her. She is not prepared to be the fifth wife of a self-proclaimed Black Israelite God. Yeah, and let me stop right there. A lot of these black guys that are part of this cult, this Black Hebrew Israelite cult, they see themselves as God-like. I'm going to get deep into that, okay? Let me go ahead and continue on. She then changed her tone when I told her that I felt the need to file a human sex trafficking report, which I explained to her the reasons why I felt that way. 1, she met him on the internet. 2, he is really 28 years old and has been talking to my daughter 6 months prior to her 18th birthday. 3, he was telling my daughter that she needed to leave on her 18th birthday. 4, she was getting ready to graduate from high school and he told her where she was going, she didn't need her high school diploma. And 5, he was inquiring about her trust fund money that she was entitled to when she turned 18. I'm going to get into how I have a link, black women, in the description box about what the Black Hebrew Israelites do when they get a hold of a big chunk of money. I did my homework very well on these people. So let me go on. Once I made the report, my daughter then reached out to me to tell me that she was okay. He most likely told her to get on the phone and lie to her mom. Let me see. Where did I? Oh, that she was okay. During our conversation, I felt as though she was being coached, judging from the verbiage that she was using, such as, Mom, can you call the dogs off? Or can you call off the dogs? She does not speak that way. She told me this was her decision and asked me to allow her to go on her spiritual journey in peace. Yeah, well, crazy. As much as I knew this wasn't good, I wished her the best and asked that she remain in contact. At least contact me or anyone in her family once or twice a week to let us know how she was doing. This didn't happen, but I let her be. It was cutting me deep that I didn't hear from her as I asked, and I was watching the other students in her class walk across the stage and graduate. I let her be, but occasionally text and call the number that she had given. That was until June 1st, 2019 at 2:20 a.m. I again was awakened out of my sleep by one of my daughter's friends. He was extremely upset and told me that he had an update on my daughter and her living conditions. My heart dropped when he told me that a girl whom had also resided with my daughter, I'm almost done, black women, themselves had enough. Had enough. He demanded one of the other girls to hit them. He has slammed and spit on some of the other girls' faces. The girls are not allowed to speak to anyone without his knowledge. He has to see incoming and outgoing messages and calls. He runs their social media pages. He tells them that they can contact their families. However, their families are toxic. With that being said, they need to leave toxic people alone. He's very manipulative, especially to unsuspecting, gullible individuals. He currently has 4 girls, including my daughter, in his efficiency, where there's no bed and they have to sleep on the floor. They have to give him their money. Oh, well, at least we now know where her trust fund went. They can't look him in the eyes while talking to him. Now, I'm going to stop right there. The Black Hebrew Israelites, they often talk about how black women need to be shamefaced. I'm going to go into that a little bit later, okay? But here we go again. If they do, they're considered to be disrespectful. Last but not least, he changes their names. All the girls are given new names. I share this story with you guys because I need help getting my daughter some assistance in bringing her home. She's in a toxic and unsafe environment. I have since spoken to 3 other girls that have all escaped for him. They are all willing to come out and speak. All of their stories are the same and similar. Please, if you have any resources or know anyone who can help me, help my daughter and the other girls, please reach out to me. I drove almost 1,500 miles on limited funds from Texas to Santa Monica to rescue my daughter. This situation is bigger than just my daughter. This man needs to be stopped. Protect our girls. Thank you all for taking time to read this. All right, I'm going to take a break. Okay, I had to take a break, so I'm back. You know, black women, look, I did a lot of research on these guys, and the more I dug into their world, the more I found them to be very sick and disgusting. I've got so many links, so many articles, so many videos at the bottom of in the description box, and I'm going to put in the comment section. I don't even know where to begin with this. I'm like, wow. Okay, so this is how it goes, right? Where do I begin with this? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Number one, these Black Hebrew Israelites, some of them have a perpetual hatred for black women to the point where they just don't fuck with black women at all. Some of them that do live with black women or have children with black women, they refer to them as demons. You'll often see them, hear them refer to the black women that they either live with or they have children with. They refer to them as demons. You know, kind of like the way they talk about white people being the devil, being the cause of all the problems in the world. But then, you know, behind closed doors, they fucking suck and date and procreate with these white people. It's weird. They call black women demons, but then, you know, a lot of them live with black women. They have, you know, black girlfriends and black baby mamas. They do not have black wives. I'm going to be very clear about that. The reason why I say they don't have black wives is because they don't believe in marriage, at least not in the traditional sense. Their whole thing is, you know, once they stick their dick in somebody, then they're already married. So, you know, basically it's just a whole bunch of shacking up with these people. And they are very controlling. The whole reason, the part where I read where, you know, the girls are not allowed to look him in the eyes. You know, they have this whole thing in the Bible where, you know, a woman is supposed to be shamefaced and fearful and all this type of stuff of a man. So, look, you know, if you remember not too long ago, the Obsidian Mamiya Ali live stream, he did 2 live streams with the Black Hebrew Israelites, right? So I'm surprised to a certain degree that he brought these people on the show, since they have a history of raping children and murdering women. I have the links at the bottom to prove what I just stated is accurate. I'm not going to open up my mouth and lie on people. But then there's a part of me that's not surprised that the Obsidian Mamiya Ali live stream had these Black Hebrewites on there, because they believe in keeping women in bondage, keeping them in servitude. You know, I got to tell you that Obsidian Mamiya Ali guy, he actually read the Quran and he justified a man beating his wife based on that passage. And, you know, I'm just thinking as if black women don't have enough shit to deal with. Hold on, I got to take a break again. This is really upsetting me. Okay, I'm back. So let me start from the very beginning so that this is very clear. These Black Hebrew Israelites are international. They're in Jamaica. They're in London. They're in Holland. They're in Canada. They're in Hawaii. They're on the East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest, the South. This is a big entity. And they're on the FBI's most wanted list, I think a terrorist list. You don't get to be on that list unless you are considered a major threat to the national security of this country. I did research and I found article after article after article after article and video after video after video. These men, they're sick, they're twisted. They don't know how to speak for themselves. They use Bible scriptures because a lot of them are uneducated. I'll just be honest with you. A lot of these men have jail records. A lot of them have been to prison. A lot of them have never been to college. Some of them have never graduated from high school. You can tell by the way they talk, by the way they read the Bible. You can tell that they're not very intelligent people. A lot of them, the whole cult, they have this ideology that women are nothing more than just property. They have a very, on one hand, if you close your eyes and you hear these people talk, you would swear that they were white supremacists because they refer to black women as the nigger woman. Not nigga, but nigger. The nigger woman. And yet some of them will say, well, the only black females that we can deal with are young children, girls, once they reach the flower of their age. Now, for those of you that don't know what that phrase means, it means that once a little girl has her menstrual cycle, in their mind, they believe that it's perfectly lawful for them to have sex with her. I have a link of two Hebrew Israelite men that basically raped young children. One little white girl and the other one was, I think, a 13-year-old black girl. And what they do is, a lot of them, they will get with like a single mother who has a daughter, brainwash the mother with their ideology and convince the mother that their daughter is prepared to be married. And in other words, they will fuck that little girl. And I have the links at the bottom. It's really sick. I gotta tell you, black women, I don't have any children yet, but if I had a daughter, a little girl, and found out that one of these guys had raped her, had sexually penetrated her, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd have to go to prison for the rest of my life. I'd have to go to prison. I would kill these motherfuckers. I don't think that these men, these Black Hebrew Israelites, they really truly don't understand the psychological and emotional trauma that is forever embedded in these children once they're raped. They don't. They see it strictly as sex. They don't even look at these children as children once they have their menstrual cycle. So if these little girls are 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, in these Black Hebrew Israelites' mind, once they have their period, they have the right to sexually penetrate them. And it's so sad. It's disgusting and it's sad. And my thing is that, and just so that you understand, like, my whole goal is to protect black women and black female girl children, and also the very small and innocent, young black male children, because one of the articles that I have, this cult, this man, he convinced these other women to kill this one woman and her 4-year-old son because she was trying to escape this cult, and they killed her and they killed her little boy, and it's so sad. It really is. But I think what's going to happen is more and more of these Black Hebrew Israelites, they're going to be seeking out single women with young girls, and basically just try to molest them. I see it happening. It's disgusting. They really push for polygamy. They push hatred against black women. Some of them basically just want to see black women dead. They just, I have links at the bottom of the video. I'm not making anything up. I'm not adding, I'm not adding anything. I'm not making this up. I have done my research. I have links at the bottom. I'm not lying about any of this. I remember looking at one video that included the Baltimore camp, Baltimore, Maryland, and also the camp that's in Chicago, and they have young boys. I mean, at least, I don't know, they might be, older now, but like a couple of years ago, they seem to be like, I don't know, anywhere from 8 to like 12 years old. And so they're taking these young black boys and they're pumping them with this ideology that, it's okay to have sex with girls once they reach their flower of their age. Rape is lawful. Women are just property. I have a link where, there's this one guy, he's the ringleader. His name is Elder Tahar. He's an old, fat, snaggletooth, perverted, pedophile, nasty motherfucker. And there's a video where he talks about how these guys will sell their daughters to each other for money. It's like a 1 minute and 10-second clip. They also preach in favor of incest. Oh shit! I gotta take a break because hold on, because it's about to get deep. Okay, I'm back. This is really sick. So they also they used the Bible to justify raping women. They used the Bible to justify having sex with children, and they used the Bible to justify incest. So I remember watching a video, I believe it was from the Philadelphia camp. And this guy, Elder Tahar, he was talking about, how he had a thing for his niece. Sick. I mean, this is a sick fuck. He's a very ugly, fat, unattractive, old, snaggletooth looking motherfucker, and he really hates black women. I mean, his hatred for black women is sort of on the same scale as, white supremacist hatred for all black people. I mean, this man really has a perpetual hatred for black women. These guys have talked about, I've got the videos. They're waiting for this day when America will be destroyed so that they can, put white people in slavery and have sex with white people and kill black women and have sex with, young girls, like little 8, 9, 10-year-old children, and they're hypocritical, especially when it comes to white people. with the right hand, they talk about how much they hate white people, how white people are the cause of all the problems in the world, how white people are the devil. Well, actually, let me take that back. They specifically say the white man is the devil. They never say white people are the devil. I'm going to tell you why they say the white man is the devil versus white people. See, if they say that white people are the devil, then that means that they would have to include white women and white children. So the reason why they say the white man is the devil is because it gives them an opportunity to exonerate white women and children, as though white women have never played any type of role in a lot of the atrocities historically that have been committed against black people, as though there were never any white women that were slave owners. You understand what I'm saying? So with the right hand, they talk really bad about white people, but then with the left hand, they fuck them and suck them and breed with them. It's weird. They have a love-hate relationship with white people. Now, this Obsidian Mamiya Ali guy, he's a Muslim, and he, as I stated before, he used a passage in the Quran to justify a man beating his wife. And so, the Black Hebrew Israelites, they're, like I said, if you close your eyes and just hear them talk, they sound, when it comes to black women, they have a very white supremacy type way of talking. But then on the flip side, their ideology does coincide with Islamic ideology, especially when it comes to Sharia law, where it's lawful for a man to beat his wife, to have multiple wives, and those wives will, can be children, like 8, 9, 10-year-old little girls, children. All right, I'm not talking about grown women with pubic hair. I'm talking about children. So, their idea of polygamy is having wives that are children. This is sick. I don't like this Mamiya Ali guy. This guy is sick. Of all the people that he could have brought on his panel, he brought these pedophiles, these child molesters, these murderers, these filthy, disgusting, anti-black women, haters. I have to be careful what I say because I don't want my channel to get shut down, but after reading this post and after researching everything that I've researched, I am more committed than ever in fighting on behalf of black women and black children. These guys, these Black Hebrew Israelites, they have a very ancient Hebrew Israelite / Sharia law / with regards to black women, a very white supremacy way of thinking and talking. And it's sick. And these, I want to go deeper into this, but I can't find the words because a lot of this stuff is sick. You'll see it. You'll see the links at the bottom. These guys, they're sick. They want to have sex with little girls. And I ain't talking about just like, black girls. You got to understand they have this fantasy of a perfect utopia where they have all these different races of women. But here's the thing. They're not going to be women. See, these guys have an obsession with virginity, and they associate virginity with little girls. So their whole idea of their perfect kingdom is not going to really include women, grown women. They haven't said it, but I figured it out. They want little girls in their kingdom. They want little girls as their wives. I gotta take a break. Okay, I'm back. I almost threw up because some of the stuff that I came across was just disgusting. I don't know why these guys haven't been arrested. I don't understand why they're still allowed to be on social media and preach their hate. I don't understand it. For me, it's not enough that the FBI are watching them. I mean, these guys need to be rounded up and they need to be put in jail. Now, here's the thing. They have this. What they do is they tell their cult members. What is it about the Bible that they say that everything is lawful, but everything is not expedient? Something to that effect. So they have. Now, this is what they've said. I don't know how true, well, of course it's not true because I got the links at the bottom, but they've said that they tell their cult members, if we catch you, having sex with children or, doing any of these things, we're going to kick you out. Well, that's just for show because I got the links at the bottom that shows that, these guys they're committing acts, horrible, unspeakable acts against women and children. They also steal money. I have a link at the bottom where I think it was like $5.3 million these Black Hebrew Israelites stole. Now these guys, they've gone on record that they take tithe money and they get organic wine and they have parties and they pay for prostitutes. A lot of them don't believe in using condoms. They think it's ungodly. They think it's a white man's thing. They don't believe in birth control. They don't believe in marriage. They believe in having sex with prostitutes. These guys are filthy and disgusting. So a lot of them will have, black women at home, but then they sleep with prostitutes. It's crazy. And they sell their daughters to each other for money. I'm not making this up. I have proof. I have proof. Everything that I'm saying right now, I have proof. Okay? I'm not, and these are their words, not mine. Okay, if this is coming out of their mouth. I really don't want to go on any further because the idea of children being raped and molested, it disgusts me. It really does. Look, let me tell you something right now, black women. Be careful because one of the trademarks that these Black Hebrew Israelites have is a beard. Very big beards, okay? Look, first of all, I don't fuck with black dudes. I told you guys I've been on a no Negro diet for a couple of years now. I just don't fuck with black guys. I just don't. They're serious problems there. I just don't fuck with them. But I see them out and about, these Black Hebrew Israelites, and I'm noticing more and more black men walking around with beards. Just, if you're a single mom and you have a daughter, just don't get involved with these guys. If you meet a man and he's got a beard, and I don't mean to be like, the beard thing, because there's a lot of guys that do have beards that are not a part of this cult. But, look, like I said before, the one of the trademarks that these guys have as Black Hebrew Israelites, they do have beards. So if you're a single mom and you have a daughter, and you meet some black guy that has a beard, just ask him up front. Just like, are you a part of the Black Hebrew Israelites? Do you believe in their ideology? Research him. And don't leave him alone with your daughter. And don't let these guys move in with you. Don't, because what they do is they brainwash women into this ideology. They brainwash them. They manipulate them. They instill fear in them. And the next thing you know, you've allowed them to go into your daughter's bedroom and do horrible things to these. It's horrible. These men are disgusting. Like I said before, they believe in having sex with children. They hate. A lot of them hate black women. I have videos where they have said they want black women dead. They want to kill black women. They have a perpetual hatred for black women and an insatiable sexual addiction to white women, but they have hatred for the white race, mostly white men. It's weird. It's weird. And yeah, I don't want to go on anymore because this is really sick. But I highlighted some of the videos that you'll see. They're in brackets. Look at those videos. And then, also, they've also spoken very badly about me. So I have multiple videos that they have made about me. And they talk about me like a dog. They really don't like me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of you motherfuckers. You're all a bunch of pedophiles. You're a bunch of racists. You hate black women. You're disgusting. You're filthy. I hope your kingdom never comes. I hope you spend the rest of your fucking life on those street corners, yelling and screaming and reading out of those dusty ass Bibles. I want to see you guys stay on those streets, because as long as you're on those streets, that means your kingdom has never come, and you'll never be able to fulfill your sick sexual fantasies of fucking children. You sick fuckers. I don't have any respect for you at all. You are not godly men. You're disgusting men. You're filthy and you're disgusting. There is no Bible scripture. There is no sacred text that can ever justify raping a child. You can't tell me anything, okay? There is no justification in killing your own race or any other human being unless it's in self-defense. And for you, how in the hell can you call yourself godly, righteous men, but you hate your own race of people and you believe in raping children and killing human beings? These people, black women, these people are disgusting. All right? I would never fuck with any of these motherfuckers. And I'm hoping that, the FBI will just, crack down on these guys and just, take them off the streets. Let me just say something right now. The only time I don't want to see them on the streets is when they're in jail. That's it. But if they're on the streets, that means that their kingdom has not come. And this Obsidian Mumia Ali guy, he brought these dirty, filthy pedophiles, supporters, these men with this sick ideology on his show. That tells me where his head is. I don't like you, Obsidian Mumia Ali. You're a sick fuck. You're a sick, disgusting human being. You used a passage in the Quran to justify men beating their black wives. You sick fuck. I wish I could walk up to you and just kick you right in your fucking stomach. You're sick. You're a bigot. You're a racist. You hate black women. You're disgusting. And I'm gonna do everything in my power to contact YouTube Corporation and get your other two channels shut down. You should not be on social media spreading hatred. You need to be taken down. And I'm gonna go after your website too, the Black Avenger.tv, and I'm going after the Black Manosphere, and I'm going after SlainEvil.com. Those websites are hate websites. You hate black women. You're racist against black women. You have said a lot of disgusting, mean, horrible, hateful things about black women. I've heard them. And for a lot of you black women, and I don't like to go against other black women, because you guys are my sisters. But don't go on these live stream shows. These guys don't give a fuck about you. They talk about black women like a dog. They don't care about black women. I see the comments that they say on these live streams, call us bitches. And what is it? Scraggle daggles and other and the Black Hebrew Israelites, they call us not nigga, but nigger woman. And you see why I don't fuck with these guys. And it breaks my heart when I see these black women go on these live streams Oh, well, let's work it out. Look, let me say something right now. I ain't desperate. I got a passport, and there's over 3.1 billion motherfuckers on this planet. I, along with other black women, got options. I'm not going to go on somebody's panel like Obsidian Mamiya Ali and try to horse trade and negotiate with him for fucking what? Bitch, your ass is short and you're crippled and you're hateful. What the fuck I'm a horse trade with a fuck nigga like you? Little short bitch. I'm going to shut both your channels down. And then when I'm done with you, I'm going after Angry Man, Minister Jap. I'm going after Mad Bus Driver X. Oh, I got a long fucking list. And believe me, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm going to work extra hard to get these Black Hebrew Israelite channels shut down because they preach pedophilia, child molestation, rape, hating black women. These are not godly things. These are not holy, righteous things. There's nothing holy and righteous about hurting a child. I don't give a fuck if she starts her period at 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 years old. You have no right to take her innocence away. Children have the right to be children. Children have the right to be innocent. And black women have a right to live in peace. And a lot of you Black Hebrew Israelite men are consumed. You're soaked and you're drenched in hatred for your own people. Every one of you should be burned in hell. Every one of you. I hope you stay on those streets for a long, long time. And if I don't see you on those streets, then I hope you're in a state prison. Well, if you're on the FBI's most wanted list, you'll probably go to federal prison. I don't know. I don't care. As long as you're locked up and you're off the streets and you can't hurt children and you can't kill innocent people. I want to say more, but I'm done. And black women, look, we have over $3.1 trillion buying spending power. We can put pressure on YouTube and Google and make them shut these Black Hebrew Israelites down. Shut their channels down. And shut down these anti-black woman, black male hate channels. And for a lot of you black women, if you have stock in YouTube, I don't know if they're on the New York Stock Exchange or the American Stock Exchange, I don't know. But if you've got stock in Google, you use your stockholder power, and you put pressure on Google to put pressure on YouTube to take these channels down. We don't have to take this shit. And stop going on these live streams begging these hateful motherfuckers that don't care about us. They don't give a fuck about us. And they don't care about children. Let me just say one last thing. For all you black men out there, including you Black Hebrew Israelites, for all you black men out there that are consumed with hatred, man, fuck you. Every one of you. Kiss my ass. It's been washed with Dove soap. Kiss my ass. Every single one of you you should be whipped for your hatred and your filthiness and your disgustingness. I'm out.